Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dyson Sphere program with the Rise of the Darkfog. Between episodes, I got a little bit of a copper smelting stack going. It's looking mighty fine over there. And I did a little bit of research, got some good stuff going. Got a couple of upgrades, and number one I want to point out first is that I did get the projectile damage. And so here you can see that rather than just doing 7, it does 7.7 damage, right? So it's pretty cool. I don't know if that's really going to make a difference right now, but we already up to 47% threat again. Well, I mean, we will have to defend. I got 4 turrets up now. I'm pretty confident that no matter what the Darkfog sends at us, we'll be just fine. But as I was starting to plan out base things, so if I look at the map, the area around us is very sort of archipelago islandy. There's not any big land masses like over here, right? That would be a great spot to start since we still don't have landfill quite yet. It's what I'm currently researching, but again, I don't have any yet, and I don't have that much soil to fill up the ocean, right? So I'm trying to sort of figure out where we're gonna actually start building. But I think that's what we're gonna be sort of focused on this episode, is sort of getting our main assembly going. I do have copper and then the iron that I just started last time. So the only thing that I'm really lacking right now is the stone, which I have plenty of in my inventory for now. But we'll go ahead and get rolling on that. So I just finished the research, which finally let me get to see the resources on all of the planets, right? And I noticed that there's a new space station out here, which I have never seen before, connecting to 10 Tegmen. Jesus. Tegmen 1, right? So I'm guessing that this is a Darkfog. They've got ships going in and out of Tegmen 1, constantly going down to the planet. So they're probably colonizing, manufacturing, doing a lot of stuff on that planet. And so this space station is sort of feeding it, right? That's sort of my understanding of it, which is unfortunate because that's the really good power supply planet in your starting station. Speaking of the Darkfog, we are also up to over 72% on the threat for the local base. So we'll be getting another attack somewhat soon. But I'm just finally starting to get around to doing some of the basic production lines that just need to be done. And I am currently just starting with some of the basics. You want to make sure that I am producing all of the intermediates for myself, so that way I don't have to produce them anymore. And I am particularly talking about iron gears right now, which we're at 95.5% threat. I've gotten a little bit of the bus going, gears, the electromagnets, but we are very quickly now at 96%. And I found that you can put ammo into our magazine, so now we don't just have the laser turret, but we have our regular turret too. Hopefully this is just outside of our defensive range, this as well, so I will actually probably stay over here to defend, unless they come from a completely different angle, in which it really doesn't matter then, and I can go ahead and watch that, because it'll be interesting to see how much the attacks will ramp up over time. Just needed to get myself a little bit of fuel going, and I think we're doing good on power. I guess this stuff over here is backed up completely now. I know a way to make that not the case. I just need to go ahead and grab some gears 400 of them, actually. And there we go. Now our power usage is going to skyrocket again. And so will our threat. I am interested... I should probably not be flying. I am interested to see where these guys are going to attack from. They're still only at 9 out of 200 experience, so looks like there's not much progression going. We'll have to see how that number changes after they attack. They are sending off a shipment. Ooh, and there's the space... Yeah, the Darkfog space hive. They are sending materials off to space. They are launching their attack, so they're coming this way. Looks like there's 6 of them. 8 units. 6, 6, and then 2 more back here. Which way is this? That is the way that we are weak to, of course, because why wouldn't they move that way? So I am going to probably meet them halfway in an attempt to... Is there a way I can enter combat mode early? Ooh. Okay, so my turret sort of automatically attacks. Okay, so they're not too bad. I do have 13 ammo left. Oh, easy. Okay. So my single turret that's on my guy is enough to take out a large portion of them, which is great to know. That number has at least doubled again. It's unfortunate they came from the one side that we are unprotected from, but I sort of foresaw that coming. So I'm going to keep working on this bus, get some stuff going, and I'll see that when that happens. I've finally gotten around to getting some more signs moving, so got the blue signs being made over there, bringing it over here. I wanted to keep the signs out of the way because there's very little space left on that island, and I did just get reclamation, but again, I don't actually have that much soil, and I would like to use that elsewhere or in case of emergencies. But now that we've got double the amount of signs being produced, I can go ahead, tear down this little basic sign setup. I'll probably use this to make some steel, bring that over there so that way we have steel. But that means we are now moving and grooving. We're back up to almost 30% on the threat, so we will have another attack somewhat soon. Actually, I might honestly leave this, but just add another miner, making steel, because I mean it's not going to hurt anyone having some extra science, at least until we're done with all of the blue techs, which we are getting close to. Do got a couple more in here. It looks like some of the more expensive ones. I am getting the missile turret as well as the battlefield analysis base. Don't really know what that's for, but it sounds cool, that's for sure. And then of course got to go back up here and get all of the text required for red science. I want to go through here. I've gotten a couple of my mech upgrades, but like I would like to be move faster, but I haven't made those yet. There's the proliferator. I have set up the bus in mind of using the proliferator.
It can greatly increase production efficiency.
Yeah. Yeah, please go away. Anyways, I like to have, you know, the bus where other things come in, so I can at least do all of these ones. And then, you know, I can bring it down here, proliferate. Please stop talking. Thank you. You know, I can proliferate all this stuff as it comes out. The proliferator is great. It gives exponential rewards the further you get into a production line. So you won't see much of a boost for the gears, but, you know, if we're making some of the more advanced stuff, even the basic motors and the gravitational motors afterwards, you start to see exponential rewards from it. So they're great. I will be using them, but not at the moment because I don't have it set up, obviously. But we're moving and grooving pretty well. I've got a couple more things I need to add to this. Specifically, I need to add the motors, and I would like to add the proliferator, obviously, and then eventually the semiconductor or the microcrystalline component, which I don't really need yet. Things will change once I get silicone and titanium, but for now, I think the only thing that I really need left is the electric motor and steel over here. The plasma exciters are used in the wire tower, and then, it's of course going to be time to start getting into oil extraction. But for now, I think I'll do the motors, and then we'll see where that takes us. I've managed to get some oil processing down, even if it's just a really basic version of it for now. But that is down, but we're almost at another attack here, so getting ready for that. I've gotten some turrets down over here protecting the bus, but I do not have any turrets protecting this new expansion that we've got going on over here. It is unfortunate, but that means that I will have to stay over here and protect it. But we've gotten a lot of cool things. We've gotten hangars for new, for fleet type enemies, like drones, but not enemies, like friendly units, right? Gotten some friendly unit drones. What else? We've done a lot of the research tree. Basically have all of the blue research done now. The prototype is the friendly drone. We got the battlefield analysis machine. We got the missile turrets. I think for the most part we're done. Everything in here that we can. Yeah, I think so. But we've also come down here. We've gotten some more things. We've got combat drone researches that we can do. Same with sizes. We've done all of the first level of all the damage type resources. So that's all really, really cool. We're at 97% threat now. Very close to the point where we're going to have to get attacked again. I'm just setting up some graphite smelting to go along with the oil so we can finally move into red science. But this should be moving up pretty quickly, I would imagine. Especially once we get all of this in there. These need to be changed over to graphite. Go ahead and just do all of that. Perfecto. Now we just need to get some belts going in there. Alright, I finally got the blueprint, so I'm just copy pasting all of this from the previous builds. I assume they're probably going to attack over here. What I could do actually is I have one turret, which I can maybe take half of that. I could put that in there. Yeah, perfect. It does need a little bit of power. I placed it just outside of power, unfortunately. But that should be enough to at least defend this area, right? This area is still a little weak, but that is no big deal at all. Let's see. The base has some new drones around it, and they've got a single ranger camp. The base does have some XP on it, so that is awesome. Not at all. They're coming this way, which is coming straight for the oil processing, of course. So we're gonna head over here. Oh, they got flyers. They've got flyers. Can we repair these things? We can repair them, it looks like. Well, get me in here. Okay. So that attack is done now. We are okay. Threat doubled up again. but minimal damage. I'm glad I placed that turret over here. And with that, we've got a really, really, really ugly conveyor belt going all the way across the base camp. But that's okay. We've got red science finally moving and grooving. It's very janky for now. That's good over there. This needs to be filled out. And the whole oil setup needs to be not just completed, but actually set up, and these blueprints need to go, be built and stuff. But for now, I think that's a pretty good stopping point for this episode, guys. We've got red signs up. We defended a few attacks. We saw some new enemies. Let's go ahead and take a peek at them again real quick before I sign off. They do have... Oh, is this a separate base from the other one? No, it's the same one. Okay. I was trying to find the turret. Oh, there it is. So, Ranger Camp, 900 durability, level 50 out of 200. Takes energy, matter. They're built a high energy laser tower. And this is up to 50 XP as well. In operation, what is this thing? Raider times 36? So those things are weird. These are like the little drone dudes that we fought earlier. Alright. I think it might be worth trying to attack them before too long. I don't know what the best strategy is here. It might be worth trying to take them out sooner rather than later, so we stop having to deal with this planetary base. We can attack them before they get more defenses like this one up, right? Especially this high energy laser tower. It's only 24% completed, but it is building right now. It is going up. So, might be a good idea to try and take this thing out before. They've got a relay station up here, so it looks like we also have to attack that at some point, which I didn't realize. But, yeah, maybe we attack that next episode. Not really sure, but anyways, guys, hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you guys did, please leave a like. It always helps me out. Or even potentially possibly think about subscribing. And I will see all of you guys in the next episode.